Well, hey, much like the last time Stained had a hit, it's been a while since I've used the YouTube channel. And there's a reason for that. If you don't follow on Instagram or Twitter, I've been sort of repurposing the sort of quick recap things I've been doing of games to Instagram for the most part. And with the goal of doing more of a casual conversational podcast thing 2 days a week, hopefully starting this week. We'll see. I don't know. It's already Thursday. Whatever. But also, I then want to use Facebook or YouTube rather more for either funny, not funny, but like weird, interesting, deep dive indie ball stuff. Trips to ballparks, whatever else I might be up to. Maybe discussion of like all-star picks or something like that. Or for just quick one-off reactions to things, like ripping those out real quick. And I wanted to sort of kick that off with something a little lighthearted, with some time, something that I have some time to prep. Even, you might note, I stayed away from the Oakland Ballers drama over the last week or so, because I'm trying to, keep the vibes high on that. But unfortunately, that little run of at least not using the YouTube channel because I'm waiting for something fun and lighthearted, it comes to an end, I think, today, because we had something happen, and honestly, I'm probably going to just call this video "We Need to Do Better," and that's what this is we need to do better, and I'll walk you through where I'm at here tonight. So I'm putting together a recap video for Instagram, as I said, and I usually just grab the quick hits. Now, if you don't know my process, I watch a lot of indie ball games. I either watch them entirely, or I skip through and watch like a few innings I'm interested in, or pitcher batter matchups I'm interested in. But occasionally, I'd say most nights about a quarter of the games, about half the games I can't get eyes on at all. And that changes, night to night. What is semantics? What am I doing? You don't need to know the background, but the point is, I'm here. Game one of the night for me. Headliner is Sioux Falls against Fargo. Both teams battling at the top of the division. So I head on in, head to the box score. And pretty much the first thing that catches my eye after I grab the first three is, oh wow, 7th spot for Sioux Falls. Good Lord. Sioux Falls continues to roll. The next thing I see is 23-minute injury delay in the bottom of the first. And that's why I appreciate a box score with a comments section on it. So immediately I'm wondering what we have here. Is this an umpire issue? I know that can cause a long injury delay because you got to figure out who's replacing the umpire. So you take your scroll down here, you check out the first inning, bottom of the first, and the first thing that catches my eye right here is our hit by pitch from Marcus Chu. So the next thing I do is I head over to AA Baseball TV, plug, find the game, take a look here, and I head over to the Marcus Chu at bat.
But it happened.
Don't need to blast the audio there, I guess, huh? So head to the bottom of the first here. Where's our Marcus Chu at bat? You know how this goes. Is this it? Marcus Chu ends up getting hit by a pitch after a walk. So we don't even know what we're looking for here. So bottom of the first, we're too far. It's 3-0. Looking through, there we go, Marcus Chu at bat, and I start skipping through, as one does, waiting for the hit by pitch. Still nothing. The drama. Oh, well, we seem to be okay, right? So, it gets hit, shakes it off. Doesn't seem to be any delay here, certainly at 23 minutes of it. So back to searching here, what could it be? Hard to tell. So, we're sitting here trying to figure out what we're going to have to deal with. So you just start skipping through, almost like you're waiting for a bomb to go off. There's going to be a bomb going off. But where? We're now at 3-0. We're at the Evan Alexander at bat here. I'll try to get a little bit of audio, but I don't need too much here. I'm not sure if you'll even pick it up.
Alexander sitting on 9 home runs this year.
But here we go.
The pitch.
Takes Evan Alexander working a good AB, as Evan Alexander will do. Another one. Fouling balls off. But, I mean, this is it. Last at bat, right? So it's got to be the Evan Alexander at bat. And here we go. Bang.
Alexander and Rehwaldt collide, and the ball gets knocked free. And
That's enough of that.
Alexander isn't.
All right. What are we doing, guys? What are we doing? And I say that because we have a solution for this, right? I understand this doesn't happen frequently, okay? And for those who are like, wait, what just happened here? Evan Alexander ground the ball to first base. First baseman picks it up. It's Josh Rehwaldt. Josh Rehwaldt's a big dude, 6'5" something. Runs into the bag. We got to make a choice on where you're going to go. They choose the same direction. Collision. Immediately, Evan Alexander's out. This proceeds to drag on. I'll mute, but it drags on a while. This is where the 23-minute delay comes from. Again, not really seeing much here, but eventually they do get a stretcher out there for him. He will get up under his own power at a point, but he will then get on the stretcher and be taken out. Hopefully Evan's going to be okay. Hoping for a quick recovery. Sucks to see. Not Josh Rehwaldt's fault. It happens. Baseball happens. But it does hurt to say that when you feel like it doesn't have to happen. The double bag. If you don't know what I'm talking about, over here. That. Double base. Currently not being used. Used in softball. It provides a extra running lane for the batter. We see what's happening here. We see batter has his own bag. First baseman has his own bag. There's no difference. There's no difference between the distance being run by the batter. There's no difference between where the first baseman's getting the ball. Everything is clear, except you're giving them, an extra 1.5 feet or so between. I understand collisions don't happen there often at first, right? However, it is a full high-speed collision. One of the rare high-speed collisions you'll get in baseball. Yeah, you'll get the outfield collision now and again, or the infielder drifting back as the outfielder charges in. But for the most part, collisions in baseball, someone's already mid-slide, someone's jumping, someone's backpedaling. Very rare that you'll get just a full-speed collision. One where maybe somebody's standing still, putting them in a massive, dangerous disadvantage in that situation. Or where, like we just saw, running head-on into each other. And it's difficult because you can say, well, just avoid each other. Well, there's a lot to be looking at here. There's the first baseman looking down at the bag, making sure he hits the bag first, and the runner's doing the same. The runner's also judging what the first baseman's doing with the ball, because if the first baseman deems that, hey, I can't get him, but there's a base runner, maybe I'll throw the ball. If the base runner's trying to take an extra bag out of this situation, in which case, if you're running first, you're going to want to turn around first. There's a lot going on. The thing you're not necessarily thinking about is whether or not you are about to run into a freight train. Why are we not using the bag, right? I'm not going to rant on it too long. I'm sorry. It seems to be like the baseball traditionalist take here to not use the bag because we never used the bag. Yeah, well, we never used helmets, dude. And then we did because people got hurt. People got killed. The annoying thing to me is it feels like a lot of the logic. I feel like we'd be using this bag already. Here's the hot take. If softball hadn't done it already. If it wasn't the thing the girls use for safety, I feel like we'd be using this already. And that drives me nuts. What are we doing? Beyond that, too, this also gives the guy running to first a better landing spot. He doesn't have to hit the corner of the bag to avoid the first baseman. He hits square on it. That's a different thing, too. Don't get me started. But for the main issue here, these collisions. Was it amateurish? Look at this. Look at the screen. It's the SEC. The SEC used it in their tournament this year. And as you can see, everywhere, it just means more in the SEC, apparently. So it must be legitimate if you subscribe to this. And if you're curious, it does have the rules here on how it's ruled, because you do need different, essentially ground rules. a batted ball hitting or bounding over the white portion of the bag is fair, as is the current rule. If it's bounding over the colored part, I've seen it in orange, I've seen it in green, without first touching or bounding over the white section, it is foul. It is as if it's just regular foul ground, no base there, when a ball is traveling over it. When the initial play is made, you have to use that. However, if you're turning to head towards second, or if you are retreating back to the bag, you're using the white base. If there's a play on the batter runner, love batter runner as a phrase, by the way, nerdy baseball thing, we'll deal with that later. The batter runner touches only the white portion of the double base. The defense can appeal it. If it's like a play to first and he only touches the white base, not the green base, you can appeal and the batter can be out. So you got to make sure you touch it. Yeah, I mean, that's it. That's literally it. That's all you need. But we won't use it because the girls use it. Come on, dude, grow up. The game's getting faster. The guys are getting bigger. There's less and less. I don't need to explain this. There is a thin channel to run through the base. Even if the first baseman is just standing still, even if the first baseman is just reaching up, the channel is getting smaller and the dudes are getting bigger, right? Come on, comment. I don't need to spell this out. There's no reason that we should be dealing with this. We should not have to sit for 23 minutes while Evan Alexander's family worries about him, while kids in the crowd are freaking out, while a beautiful night has turned into hoping that somebody is conscious. We shouldn't have to do that. It's baseball. It's a contact sport, but not really a contact sport, right? We already took out the collisions at home plate. What do you can't do takeout slides at second like you used to. What? Because of safety. So where we draw the line, we'll take that out, but we'll draw the line at a base to give guys extra space. What are we doing? You know? This is common sense. We need to do better. We need to show common sense. We need to do better by the guys on the field. That's it. That's all I got. Hopefully you don't see this again. Hopefully Evan Alexander is okay. He's a great ball player. I like watching him a lot. He's fun. You saw that at bat. Kind of went on forever. Love Evan Alexander at bat. He attacks. He works counts. He's the type of dude you want on your team in the lineup. That sucks to see. I hope Josh Rehwaldt's okay too. Kind of breeze through that. But I hope he's not losing sleep over this. It happens. But if we're smart, it can happen a lot less. All right? Keep an eye out for some other stuff we got coming up soon. I'm not going to turn this into a whole promo, but probably All-Star Talk later this week on the YouTube channel. Hoping to do a podcast today, cut it, and put it on all podcast platforms. All of it's under Indy Ball Nation. And every weekend I'm on Indy Ball Report. And every day post on Instagram. So yeah, find me wherever, man. We're talking Indy Ball. Good stuff. Sorry for the bummer. All right, talk to you.
I may not have a lot, but I love what I got. A 4x4 and a good fishing spot. I hope this time my card won't decline.